A very good morning to everyone and a very warm welcome to webinar on scope and career opportunities in emerging and disruptive technologies. This webinar is brought to you by Srimati Indira Gandhi College of Engineering and Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies. SIGCE and RGCMS both are Jawaharlal Nehru Trust brainchild and have collaborated for today's webinar. JNI Trust was established in 1985 and it runs 25 institutes in Maharashtra. Srimati Indira Gandhi College of Engineering was established in 1993. It has been catering to all aspiration of students, whether it is a meaningful job, entrepreneurship, or higher education. It is considered to be a placement capital of Navi Mumbai, as more than 250 campus placement drives have been conducted in less than an year. It is investing a lot of intellectual capital in job creators. Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies was established in 2009, firmly believes that education rests on pillars of empowered and research-oriented faculty, holistic education, with special emphasis on research and entrepreneurship. We sculpt empowered leaders for future, entrepreneurs in short. Let me take this opportunity to introduce our esteemed presenters for today, Mr. Sunil Jadhav and Professor Dr. Rajesh Kulkarni. Mr. Sunil Jadhav, he is a managing trustee of JNI Trust. He is also founder of Ignition Incubation Center and has a deep passion to develop innovation and entrepreneurship in India. He has been mentoring various student entrepreneurs and these days focusing on innovation and entrepreneurship in agriculture and smart energy using technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain. Before overseeing JNI Trust in full-time capacity, Mr. Jadhav held senior leadership positions for 20 years as Senior Vice President, Institutional Clients at Citibank and Director Wealth Management at UBS in New York. Mr. Jadhav graduated from BITS Pilani in Electricals and Electronic Engineering and did his Master's in Computer and Information Science from New Jersey Institute of Technology, US. He is also Level 3 Chartered Financial Analyst. Mr. Jadhav considers himself as a lifelong learner and these days he is taking certification courses in entrepreneurship from Harvard University, US. Now talking about our second eminent speaker, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kulkarni. He is the director of Srimati Indira Gandhi College of Engineering, Ghansoli. He is also a constant mentor at Incubation Center and a passionate teacher, a motivating speaker, author, publisher, and a change agent for organizational transformation. His webinars, seminars, FDPs have reached more than 15,000 participants who got immensely benefited from the same. He is the founder of Umma Publications Nanded and Cave Academy, Pune. He is a distant associate for IP Adventure LLP company and IPR startup. He has influenced more than 200 recruitments of students, colleagues, and needy. Adding more feathers to his cap, he has registered 8 patents, published more than 5 books, and 20 research papers in reputed journals. This is not it. He has recently launched a book, Golden Steps and 5 A's to Success. Now, I would like to hand over the proceedings to Sunil, sir.
All right. Good morning, all. Let me start the presentation. And it is going to, it's 11:07 and there is a lot of material to be covered. And first of all, I thank everybody for joining us today on this Saturday morning. And in this pandemic, I commend you all for your enthusiasm to learn, right? So without further ado, let's try to get into the topic, right? So today we'll be talking about all the emerging and disruptive technologies, right? The learning outcomes in this would be, this is going to be an introduction to artificial intelligence and machine learning, cybersecurity, blockchain, and Internet of the Things, right? We'll also talk about why these technologies are important in today's context. What are some of the growth opportunities? And what is the scope where these technologies will be used, where are these technologies being used, and where these technologies will be used in future? The idea is that this will help make informed decision for all the students and also give some sort of an introduction to the people who are curious, right? During course of this presentation, I will be launching some of the polls, and this poll is completely anonymous, but this will help the presenters to fine tune the speed or the depth of this presentation, right? As I said, there is no prerequisite for today's topic. The only prerequisite is that you need to be curious, right? The second thing is a use of language. I will be using mixed of English and Hindi because I was told that there are a lot of parents who also will be comfortable with all these languages, right? And based on the interest, as I said, we'll be also deep diving at a later stage into any of these topics, right? So, without further ado, and one more last thing is that it's raining really heavy here in Navi Mumbai. So there might be a problem that we might lose electricity or some might lose their internet connectivity. Don't worry about it. Even if we lose it, we'll have a rain day tomorrow. And at the same time, for the participant, if you lose your connection or your internet connectivity, and if you're really interested, we are going to have this entire recorded session on the website, as well as this presentation will be placed on website. The links will be shared shortly. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is let's try to see if I can launch a quick poll here. Okay. And please help me with the poll because this is absolutely important. I think that I have launched this polling and the polling is going on. So, okay, interesting. So I'm going to end the polling here and I will share the results as well. So which technology you want to know more about? Interesting. So a lot of people have said AI and machine learning and also cybersecurity, Internet of Things is coming. Blockchain is also coming there. So I shared the results. So, all right. And then let's see the second question here. Let me see if I can get to that. Okay. That's perfectly fine. So let's see. All right. Good. Just one second to get to this sharing the poll result. All right. Okay. So let's hopefully, Radhika ma'am, if you can watch for this, are you seeing the presentation?
Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough. So let's dive into artificial intelligence and machine learning first. So first thing, I want everybody to ask yourself what exactly we mean by intelligence, right? Intelligence is, these are some of the characteristics, right? What does it mean? We have intelligence. Human species is considered to be an intelligent species. So हमारे पास क्या है जो हमको intelligent बनाता है, right? We have ability to calculate and reason. We can learn from our experience. We know how to solve the problems. Limited information से किस तरह से solution निकालना, that is one of the things which is considered to be intelligence. Now my question to you, and rhetorical question, is that कि हम computers को can we say that today's computers or yesterday's computers are they intelligent? The answer would be no, they are not intelligent. What they do is that whatever we tell them to do, they are going to do it. Like say, for example, if in Java code, if I say 2 plus 2, it is going to give me 4. Or when I'm writing a code, if I don't put a semicolon or if I don't close the curly bracket, I'm going to get an error, right? So computer requires fixed inputs to give some sort of a fixed output, right? So they are far greater power in the processing than any human being, but there are a lot of limitations, right? Can they use natural language fluently? Can they understand what I'm talking? Meaning I'm talking about yesterday's computer, right? Today's computer, when you talk about Alexa or Google Home or anything like that, they had gotten into understanding natural language, right? So now what is artificial intelligence then, right? And that is one of the questions. What do you mean by artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is nothing, but it is science and engineering of making intelligent machines. It tries to simulate a human intelligence by machines, and also they have what we talk about artificial intelligence is that there is an ability to solve problem with limited number of inputs. So a lot of times, human brain is really interesting, right? Although we see a lot of things, but we infer from the things which are not seen and based on our experience, and that is the crux of intelligence. So समझ रहे हो ना? So machine को intelligent बनाना इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि तुम्हारा calculator या computer है या तुम्हारा specific program है. Machine को intelligent बनाना है यानी कि it requires a little bit more, right, to act rationally. And here I'm going to share some videos. And again, the last thing, the ability to act like humans, right? So let's watch this video, and it is not more than a minute. but this is a very interesting video, and let me try and see if I can launch it. And just 1 second, I will stop the share and I will do one more share about the thing here. Just 1 second. Optimize. Yes. And let's see here if I can share the video. Bear with me, please. Ma'am, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Radhika ma'am, can you see the video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So let's look at this. It is not a longer video, but let's this is one of the favorite videos here, and let's see here how does it look like. This is coming from Boston Dynamics. You guys, if you're seeing this video, you get the idea about what exactly is happening here, right? So it is a machine and it is actually knowing where to put the box. So let's get to the, hold on 1 second, please.
So you are on mute, sir.
Okay, sorry. Ma'am, if you are not able to see the video, just say it here, right? So we can course correct it right. Okay. So this was the video which I was trying to share. Now, please let me know. Can you see this video?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is always a problem with the new technology, right? When you are using Zoom, there might be a little bit of an issue about the screen share. So now I'm going to share a different video. I'm going to pause this, and Radhika ma'am, please let me know if you can. Can you see this video, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible now. Yeah.
All right. As you can clearly see, now they are trying to, Boston Dynamics is trying to do as a business of this thing. But look at the way it has adjusted its arm and it is going, it is doing what it is supposed to do. So let's see one more video, and this is about the deep learning. Again, Radhika ma'am, please let me know if you can see this video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now it's visible.
Okay. Although a seemingly very simple task, but as you can see here, just folding a napkin, this robot was taught how to fold the napkins, right? And with the different permutations and combinations. The major difference here between the computer and artificial intelligence is that it is adjusting to the position of the napkin, as well as, now you will see, seemingly very, very simple task, but it requires intelligence and also learning, because now it is looking, it is analyzing, it is figuring out, okay, if the color of the napkin is different, the size of napkin is different, I need to hold it towards the edge. So this comes through what we call as machine learning or deep learning. Now look at that. Again, instead of napkin, it was handed a book. It is trying to analyze, it's trying to figure out what exactly the response should be, and it is going to fold. So I guess everybody got a concept about what exactly we mean and what's the difference between the computer intelligence and what I call an artificial or traditional computers versus artificial intelligence. Okay, so again, let me go back to my presentation here, and again, somebody can tell me whether you can see this presentation or not, please, one more time. Can you see this
No, sir.
presentation?
No, sir. The video portion is coming.
Okay, now we'll do that. Okay, this is, I think that we should have practiced this, but that's okay. All right, now it should be fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So let's get back to our uh, the uh, the next section of artificial intelligence. And I think that since everybody had mentioned that you wanted to talk about artificial intelligence a little bit more, so I'm going to take some time. So what are real world applications of artificial intelligence, right? It is gaming. Machine can think a large number of possible positions based on heuristic knowledge. My son, he plays Fortnite and he plays all other games, and it's really, really interesting that how they are using artificial intelligence in this gaming industries, because again, the inputs might be limited, and the games, they are supposed to think based on all the available things and how they want to learn, looking at every individual player, how it is playing. And this also comes from the fact that there was a chess tournament between Kasparov and the supercomputer, wherein the supercomputer started learning how he is moving. So initially, for first 2, 3, 4 games, Kasparov kept on defeating the supercomputer, but then the computers soon learned, in fact, from him. In fact, from the master, and started defeating him. Right? Natural language processing, although it is seemingly very, very simple for a human being, wherein whenever we talk, हम जब भी बातें करते हैं, हम जब भी देखते हैं, जो भी करते हैं, वो आगे वाले बंदे को बहुत आसानी से समझ में आता है. बट कंप्यूटर को अगर समझना है तो इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोसेसिंग पावर, राइट? आज की तारीख में अगर हम देखते हो, सीरी हुआ या अलेक्सा हुआ या गूगल होम हुआ, एंड एवरीथिंग टुडे is been either being given an input not from the keyboards but from human talks, by gestures, by some sort of perception which is actually beyond keying in the inputs, right? तो ये natural language processing की जो बात करते हैं, that is also as a part of this artificial intelligence. Expert system में सबसे important ये है कि reasoning, advice and explanation to humans. Like, you know, there are so many n number of combinations. So combinations में when you go into the deep learning, so the computers and this artificial intelligent machine, they will start analyzing and giving some sort of an explanation to human being. Even for that matter, gate allocations for the plane, dynamic ticket pricing, wo chal raha hai. These are all the things which are not something which is going to come tomorrow, but it is already here. Some of the other things which we have is understand, interpret, and comprehend visual input. Now, one of the classic examples for this, which I give, is that the pictures which are taken by spy planes or doctors to diagnose, or like, you know, a classic example था कि how do you determine where are the geographic areas जहाँ की poverty है. बहुत आसान question था, but the only way you can diagnose that thing is by going and surveying that geographic area, right? But there are scientists who actually devised a way about taking the pictures from either from a satellite or from drones of a specific area, coming up with the parameters and figuring out, okay, with the 70-75% confidence we can say कि this area, यहाँ इस एरिया में झोपड़ियाँ दिख रही है, इस एरिया में बहुत अच्छी बिल्डिंग्स दिख रही है. But this interpretation, doing this interpretation is part of this artificial intelligence, right? Face recognition बहुत common हो चुका है. That is also, I consider that thing as a part of artificial intelligence, right? Speech recognition, handwriting recognition is coming up very well. जो भी आप लिख रहे हो, a machine can look at that and it can learn about it, right? Intelligent robots में हमने देखा है काफी बार, अभी भी देखा है. This is the example दो चार जो दिए हमने. Industrial robot for spraying, for painting. One of the classic examples which I give, which I couldn't find a video, but say for example on the assembly plants, we have robots riveting the screws, welding, and all that kind of thing. But they need a specific input. One of the inputs is कि वो किस location पे we need to rivet, or we need to spray, or we need to say for example weld. अगर थोड़ा सा भी इसका location गड़बड़ हुआ, so it is going to cause a problem, right? It is either going to say that no, this location doesn't make any sense, or उनका tool break हो जाएगा. Now, this is one of the use cases which we are working with one of the industries, जहाँ की you put a camera on top of that tool, and the camera will say that, okay, ठीक है भाई, रिवेटिंग का पोजीशन 1 इंच से हिला है, so why don't you adjust? So those are the things, these are some of the real world applications and these are already here, right? Now एक छोटा सा I wanted to talk to you about what exactly ये concepts है, although I don't know कि किस तरह से हमारा audience है, but let me try and tell you कि what exactly, एक छोटे से इसमें बताता हूँ कि artificial intelligence में क्या क्या concepts आते हैं, right? इसमें अगर देखते हो, let's focus 2 मिनट के लिए on the picture, right? तो कोई environment है, right? Then जो square box है, that is a computer hopefully, जो effectors है, जो उसके हाथ पैर दिख रहे हैं robot के, वो these are the things which actually are the things which are taking action, जैसा robot का arm है, right? Spraying paint hai, those are called effectors. And then sensors, what are the sensors? The sensors are actually the cameras which are fit in that, right? So what does sensor do? It perceives the environment. What is the environment? हमने एक वीडियो में देखा, environment था napkin, correct? And then it says that okay fine, ये napkin यहाँ पे है, this is the position, this is what it needs to do. और effectors, जो effectors मेरे हाथ है, right? जो robot के arms है, they will take some sort of an action, right? तो इसमें अगर देखते हो तो effector, human agent क्या होता है? हम हैं, हमारे सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स क्या है? आईज, ईयर, नोज, टंग, स्किन, राइट? हमारे इफेक्टर्स क्या है? हमारे हाथ पैर है, राइट? हमारा प्रोसेसर क्या है? दिमाग, राइट? और इन्वायरमेंट क्या है? द इन्वायरमेंट इज द एंटायर वर्ल्ड अराउंड अस, वी टेक दैट काइंड ऑफ एक्शन. सो इस तरह से ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस को रिप्लिकेट करने की कोशिश की गई है, राइट, इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. रोबोट एजेंट के बारे में हमने देखा, सेम थिंग, वी कैन आल्सो हैव अ सॉफ्टवेयर एजेंट. Software agent, wherein the agent can do multiple things, right? Hopefully, you got the point, right? Now, 2 मिनट के लिए again I'm going to look at the time. It's 11:25, so I think that we are good on speed because you wanted to spend a little bit more time here. Machine learning और deep learning में बहुत important चीज है, right? Traditional software they lack ability to learn independently. बराबर है? Traditional software और traditional हम जो भी कंप्यूटर होते हैं उसको हमको बताना पड़ता है कि ये भैया 2+2 कर. Machine learning is a branch of AI that aims to give machine ability to learn without pre-existing code. So किस तरह से सिखाना है इसको? They are given a large amount of trial and error examples. देते जाओ. So basically then what the machine is going to do is they will be looking at all these things, all the trials, and because life में you will not get this black and white. हर बार shades of gray होता है, right? So there are n number of combinations. So machine को सिखाना पड़ेगा. तो ये machine जब सीखती है तो it creates some sort of a record. Then it knows, अच्छा ये इस तरह से अगर आता है तो मेरे को इस तरह से करना है, right? Examples क्या है? And again, when the machine goes through all this trial, they learn the strategy. Image recognition हुआ, wherein हमारे यहाँ पे कुछ बच्चों ने जो प्रोजेक्ट किया था वहाँ पे वो कैंसर टिश्यू को किस तरह से डिटरमिन करना है, because there are so many combinations, तो machine started learning that, right? That is the machine learning. What is deep learning? So deep learning का मतलब है कि machine to learn more than just a specific task. The machine is able to take what it has learned from analyzing photographs and use that knowledge to analyze different tasks. कुछ एक बताया है, उसको बताया कि भैया ठीक है ये इस तरह से करना है, and then the deep learning में algorithms में it will say that okay, अच्छा ये task इस तरह से किए गए थे, now the next task I need to do it from a different way, like with the same analogy but differently, right? And it formulates a general purpose learning algorithm that helps machine learn more than just one task. हम जैसा अभी एक मशीन को बता रहे थे कि जस्ट भैया फोल्ड करना है नैपकिन, ओके फाइन ठीक है, नाउ नैपकिन फोल्ड करना है, व्हाई कांट यू फोल्ड अ बुक? ओके यू आर फोल्डिंग अ बुक, व्हाई कांट यू ट्विस्ट an iron bar? So all those kind of things will come into deep learning. Okay, now what are the trends of AI and what we need to watch out for, right? And again, as I said, artificial intelligence and machine learning सीखने के लिए 2-2 साल लगते हैं. यहाँ पे हम hardly 10 या 15 मिनट में खत्म करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. The idea is that you need to get your feet wet कि हाँ इसमें ये चीजें हैं. These are some of the talking points, right? तो एक तो first of all जब AI आ रहा है तो jobs will be lost, jobs will be created. Traditional jobs आपने देखा वो robot जिस तरह से उठा के packages इधर से उधर रख रहा था. We don't need a blue collar laborers, right? Here machine are going to do that thing. Logistics, Amazon robotics में you know that they are using it for sorting. Even garbage का जो sorting हो रहा है वहाँ पे भी लोगों की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. But jobs will be created. कहाँ पे jobs create होंगे? High level jobs, white collar jobs will be created because ये machine बनाना, इनको programming करना, ये सब के लिए ये सब कुछ important रहेगा, right? Self driven cars तो अभी आ ही रहे हैं, right? DARPA is a defense organization of USA. They are developing advanced robo warriors in plain sight. machine learning will aid knowledge workers. अभी आज की तारीख में one of the things which I see is that lot of times you see workers picking up the phone calls. अभी देख रहे हो कि chatbots हैं. They are understanding the questions from the audience or from their customers and trying to answer that questions, right? Content will be created using AI. ये बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीका है if somebody can find it, and I don't have time. But अगर there is an application wherein I can generate complete fake news using AI. वो fake news generator को क्या देना है कि there was a nuclear bombing in Boston. ऐसा कुछ तो दे दो. It will create the entire story around that specific topic. Right? This has become extremely dangerous. कि वो like when you read that news column, you will feel as if कि हाँ यार कुछ तो nuclear bombing का threat है Boston में. Right? Again, consumer आज की तारीख में आप देखते हो कि remotes हमारे जो हाथ के remotes है वो बंद हो जाएंगे. People will be talking to the technology, right? And more importantly, it will fight challenging diseases. Hopefully, ये जो COVID का है इसमें भी हमको मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि काफी opportunities आएंगे और यहाँ पे we will see that AI will help try to solve this epidemic जो हमारा जो problem है, right? Now, future of AI. One of the things which I always say is that AI has arrived with a bang. It is a two-edged sword. A lot of times when I talk AI in a live class, and when I open it up for question and answer session, students invariably ask me this question, कि sir, इसमें it can be used for malicious purpose as well. Yeah, sure, but it is a two-edged sword, right? तो हमें ये देखना है कि the only way we can work with this thing is that understanding what exactly is AI, and that's the reason why I encourage everybody, even if you are not taking this AI as your core subject, I want you to understand what are the implications of AI, right? Because the best way to handle it properly is to understand and learn how to put it to the best use. To end this specific topic, and I think that I'm doing pretty good on time. One of the things which I got from brief answers to big question from Stephen Hawking, he asked, why are we so worried about artificial intelligence? Surely human can always pull a plug, right? काफी बार like I give that example कि अगर कोई robot killer robot बन गया तो उसका plug pull कर सकते हैं, right? So the people asked computer, is there a god? And computer said there is now, and fuse the plug, so ताकि तुम plug भी ना निकाल पाओ, right? It is taking it to a little bit extremes, but ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. I just wanted to end on that specific note, right? Now I will ask Rajesh if he wants to add anything to this before we move to the next topic. Rajesh?
Yeah. Sunil, you want me to interject?
If you want to talk about AI, then otherwise...
You continue.
Correct. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next topic. And for whatever reason, I am not able to launch the poll. So, all right. No, not this. End polling. This is not the poll which I wanted to get at. Not this as well. So let's go into the next poll, right? So cyber security, right? So cyber security का एक पोल कर रहा हूं मैं, एक 5 सेकंड में सबको करना है, 5 या 7 सेकंड में. जस्ट इसको I'll give you exactly 10 seconds. 3. अगर if you can vote, then that would be good. Otherwise, I'll end the polling. Can everybody see the poll, Radhika ma'am?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
All right, jitna bhi hoga, 20 seconds. All right, so okay, fair enough. All right, thank you very much, guys, who have voted. It just helps me to understand this thing. So I'm ending the polling. Okay. All right, so I am going to share the results. Okay, so the question which I asked was, how much will be cost of damages in dollar annually due to cybercrime globally? और सबसे ज़्यादा आंसर मिला है 500 मिलियन को. और वहाँ पे मुझे आपको बताना, let me tell you that it is not 500 million, but annually the cost is 6 trillion. और दूसरा जो पोल था वहाँ पे मैंने पूछा था कि आपको कि how much money will be spent on companies worldwide on cyber securities over next 5 years. It is going to be $1 trillion. So just understand this thing before we dive into cyber security, right? इसके लिए हम एक 10 या 10 मिनट लेंगे, right? ठीक है? All right. So let's do this and then go to the next slide, please. Okay. Okay. All right. So cyber security, these are all the new technologies which Srimati Indira Gandhi College of Engineering, they have introduced starting this year. But let's try to understand what exactly is a cyber security, right? Cyber security का में क्या-क्या चीजें हैं? एक है cryptography. Then we talk about cyber warfare. Then there is a digital forensic, ethical hacking and cyber kill, malware analysis and vulnerability assessment and security engineering. These are the broad topics whenever we talk about cyber security. तो ये सारे topics उसमें आते हैं. We will talk one or 2 minutes about each and every topic, right? And then we'll also talk about scope and application and where are the career opportunities in cyber security. All right. So I'll spend exactly 3 to 4 minutes here about cryptography. Cryptography का क्या मतलब है? See, this is a very basic concept. और yeah, we are talking about 1940s में ये concept आया था. But I think it is really important that जिनको basic knowledge है उनको थोड़ा सा समझ में आए कि what exactly we are talking about here, right? कि Alice wants to send a message to Bob, right? And this is going over internet, right? Through connected networks. So अगर पुराने जमाने में जब हम I'm talking about 300-400 years, तो अगर मैसेज भेजना तो किस तरह से भेजते थे? So you write a message, you pack it in a box, उसको लॉक लगा दो, and then you send a box to a second person, and the box will be handled by multiple people between, and then it will arrive to the person who is supposed to receive this message. इसमें क्या है प्रॉब्लम? इसमें one of the key things is क्या है कि जो हम जिस चाबी से वो लॉक लगाया है वही चाबी हमको वो आगे वाले बंदे के पास रहनी चाहिए ताकि वो लॉक खोले और वो बॉक्स ओपन करे और उसमें से मैसेज ले. समझ में आया? So this was in old times, right? Now they took the same concept and said that okay fine, well, let's try to put it on computer and connected networks, right? So यहाँ पे plain text में मैसेज लिखा है, एलिस को लिखना है मैसेज, कुछ बॉब को कुछ भी, whatever she wants to write it. So she is going to use a key. Now this key is a software key. राइट. सॉफ्टवेयर की का मतलब एक साइफर है, कोड है. वो कोड लिया उसने एंड देन इट डिसाइफर्स दैट दिस टेक्स्ट. सो साइफर कोड का मतलब ये है कि लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स हम देखते हैं कि जो स्पाई मूवीज में देखते हैं कि ओके किसी ने एक स्पाई ने दूसरे स्पाई को बुक भेजा और उसके साथ एक कोड दिया, फिर वो कोड से वो देख रहा है कि एक पेज नंबर पे ये वर्ड, फिर दूसरे पेज नंबर पे वो वर्ड, दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग, एंड ही डिसाइफर्स इट. सो दैट इज द होल आइडिया ऑफ दिस encryption, right? So now you have encrypted, you got a garbled text. Now the software key, बॉब के पास भी वही सॉफ्टवेयर की चाहिए, राइट? तो वो वही चाबी लेगा, वो इसको साइफर टेक्स्ट को चेंज करेगा एंड देन ही इज गोइंग टू गेट अ मैसेज. अच्छा, इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या हो रही है? दिस इज कॉल्ड सिमेट्रिक क्रिप्टोग्राफी एंड वी डोंट वांट टू गो डीपर इनटू दिस थिंग. इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि बॉब और एलिस के पास सेम चाबी है, या अगर एलिस ने एक चाबी यानी कि कोड, यहाँ पे चाबी हम सॉफ्टवेयर कोड बोल रहे हैं, अगर वो एलिस ने वो अगर चाबी से उसने वो अपना मैसेज को एनक्रिप्ट किया तो देन दैट सॉफ्टवेयर कोड नीड्स टू गो टू बॉब. ओके, ठीक है भाई. तो बट हाउ एलिस इज गोइंग टू सेंड दैट सॉफ्टवेयर कोड टू बॉब? वो भी इंटरनेट के थ्रू ही भेजना पड़ेगा. तो कोई किसी ने पूछा कि भैया अगर किसी ने इसको बीच में हैक कर दिया तो चाबी भी गई, मैसेज भी गया. So how we solve this problem? So एक 2 मिनट के लिए I want to tell you because this is really interesting thing. तो ये प्रॉब्लम, सो अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम. द प्रॉब्लम इज मैसेज को एनक्रिप्ट और डिक्रिप्ट करने के लिए सेम चाबी लगती है, ठीक है? द प्रॉब्लम इज कि अगर मैंने यहाँ से मैसेज अमेरिका के किसी मेरे दोस्त को भेजा तो मेरे पास और अमेरिका के दोस्त के पास सेम चाबी चाहिए. अच्छा, मेरे पास जो चाबी है मेरे को वो चाबी उसके पास भेजनी है, राइट? So how I am going to do that, right? So this is the next thing which they came up with, this public key private key encryption. 2 मिनट लगाऊंगा यहाँ पे, but it is a really interesting concept, right? तो इसमें एक सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि कलर की एनालॉजी है, राइट? तो कलर की एनालॉजी में बॉब के पास और एलिस के पास एक कॉमन कलर है, सारी दुनिया के पास एक कॉमन कलर है जो कि पब्लिक की है, जहां पे यहाँ फेंट येलो में दिख रहा है, राइट? ठीक है. अच्छा, एलिस के पास एक डार्क ब्लू कलर का सीक्रेट कलर भी है और बॉब के पास रेड कलर है, वो किसी को नहीं पता है, ठीक है? तो what happens is that here Alice and Bob, they are going to mix up that color. ये कलर जब मिक्स करते हैं algorithmically, right? यहाँ पे हम कलर पैलेट की बात कर रहे हैं, but like in computer world they are going to mix those colors. तो उसमें एक नया कलर मिल गया. So you can see Alice का जो कलर है वो थोड़ा सा shade of yellow and blue है और इसका shade of yellow and red है. So ये कलर बन गया. अभी इसको अनमिक्स नहीं कर पाएंगे because it is humanly impossible when you look at 256 कलर को अगर मिक्स कर रहे हो, because when we talk about that encryption, इसको अनमिक्स करना almost impossible है. तो आप क्या करोगे, वो जो कलर बना है वो कलर आप शेयर कर दोगे। सो एलिस ने वो जो येलो और ब्लू का मिक्सर कलर है वो बॉब को भेजा, और बॉब ने जो रेड और येलो का जो कलर है वो उसको एलिस को भेज दिया। अच्छा ठीक है, ये कलर गया, बिकॉज वो कलर का बाकी के लोगों को पता ही नहीं है क्या है भाई, राइट, बिकॉज इट डजंट मेक एनी सेंस। देन व्हाट एलिस विल डू, एलिस अपने सीक्रेट कलर को उसको मिक्स करेगी, और बॉब भी अपने सीक्रेट कलर से मिक्स करेगा, तो ऑल ऑफ अ सडन यू विल गेट द शेयर्ड सीक्रेट। तो ये जो शेयर्ड सीक्रेट है वो जो ग्रे कलर का दिख रहा है, और ये कलर के साथ अगर करोगे आप, तो एक साइंटिस्ट, ये साइंटिस्ट का एक लंबा चौड़ा पेपर था, उसमें दिस इज व्हाट दे हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड, एंड बहुत मेरे को मजेदार लगा, इसलिए आई वांटेड टू शेयर इट। नाउ यू गेट अ ग्रे कलर, एंड दिस इज द ग्रे कलर इज द चाबी, राइट, जो चाबी एलिस ने बॉब को विदाउट एनीबॉडी नोटिसिंग वो चाबी वहां तक पहुंच गई है, राइट। सो दिस इज द फंडामेंटल थिंग्स अबाउट क्रिप्टोग्राफी, राइट। आई विल मूव ऑन। Alright, now let's talk about cyber warfare. जो कि cyber warfare is another topic in digital security, right? Cyber security. Cyber warfare क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है कि ये refers to computer virus and hacking by one country to other country. Lot of these countries are attacking constantly other countries. हर बार अटैक हो रहा है, right? To try and damage, कुछ तो करना है। लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स यू कैन टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ द न्यूक्लियर प्लांट्स आल्सो, मूवीज में देखते हैं, बट दैट हैज आल्सो बिकम रियलिटी कि किसी कंट्री ने, एंड वी विल आल्सो टॉक अबाउट दिस साइबर वॉरफेयर का कितना द डैमेज एंड डिस्ट्रक्शन व्हिच इट हैज कॉस्ट, राइट। सो जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी में साइबर वॉरफेयर इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट व्हिच यू माइट लर्न। अदर थिंग इज दैट फ्यूचर वॉर्स will see hackers using computer code to attack an enemy infrastructure. जिस तरह से मिसाइल यूज कर रहे हैं कन्वेंशनल वेपन्स के साथ साथ ये साइबर वॉरफेयर भी चलेगा। Now I am going to show you a very threat map which is a real time, and Radhika ma'am or Rajesh, if you can tell me if you can see this thing, okay? So let me try and share it again. ये Zoom में थोड़ा सा issue हो रहा है, but let me try and see if I can do that, right? So okay, this is always a problem. Let's see. Ma'am, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, ठीक है. I think that this is much better. Thank you very much. अगर आप ये देखते हो थ्रेट मैप चेक पॉइंट, दिस इज, ये से कोई फेक नहीं है, ये लाइव चल रहा है। सो इफ यू एज यू कैन सी, लुक एट दिस, लाइक इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से इंडिया पे अटैक हो रहा है, राइट। ऑल दिस साइड में कौन सा अटैक हो रहा है, कि किस तरह से हो रहा है, और ये डिटेक्शन करने के लिए ऑल कंट्रीज दे हैव केम टुगेदर एंड दे आर लुकिंग एट द अटैक्स which are happening on the infrastructure from hackers from one country to other, or even hackers within United States attacking the some other thing. Look at this, like it is 27 million, I guess, attacks on this day. And look, malware attack hai, phishing attack, and how they are exploiting this thing. So understand the gravity of the situation about all these threats which are happening. So this becomes absolutely important. So if anybody wants to explore this thing further, please, cyber warfare is also a very interesting topic. Okay, so let me go back to my presentation again, if I can go. All right. So hopefully, ma'am, I think that you can see my presentation.
It is blur.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's blur.
Abhi aaya na, so it's basically, yeah. So can you see the presentation?
Blur, still blur.
Okay, I think that's a complete. Abhi done hai?
No.
No, it's still blur. Yeah.
All right, so I think that it is my internet issue, but let me talk, and hopefully it will pick up this thing. Merck's नाम की company थी, and let's talk about this cyber attack, right? Understand the gravity of the situation of this attack. This attack was done on किसी hackers ने यूक्रेनियन टैक्स रिटर्न वेंडर मीडॉक नाम का वेंडर है उस पे अटैक किया, बट कोलैटरल डैमेज जो था वो इस शिपिंग कंपनी पे हुआ within 7 minutes, or this is one of the major shipping industries in the world. 49,000 laptops, 7 मिनट के अंदर सारा का सारा everything came to a standstill, right? It required 2 hours to even disconnect, and this happened in New Jersey के जो shipping terminal पे, all the shipping terminal जो भी ट्रक से shipping के इसमें लोड करते सारे के सारे everything and it came to a complete standstill. Right? It took about 4 weeks to restore the entire thing, right? यहाँ पे if you look at 2018 में, 2018 में, if you look at the collapse, the price, the shares इसके they tumbled like anything, right? Or agar, if you look at this thing and if you can, ma'am, hopefully everybody's seeing this now.
Sir, actually the slide is blur. I don't know whether it is my connectivity issue or
Okay,
it
okay.
is
No,
from
it is
your
blur.
side.
All right, let me try
It
to
is
do
blur,
this.
na? Yeah.
So, should I take a minute in between, Sunil?
Yes, please go ahead, please. Ma'am,
Yeah.
now can you see this, ma'am?
Yeah, then go ahead. Go ahead.
नहीं, ma'am, दिख रहा है क्या अभी?
Yes. हाँ जी sir.
अभी दिख रहा है.
Yes,
Okay,
sir,
okay.
it's clear now. It's clear. Yeah.
All right, ठीक है. So basically, I think that what is happening is that when we are switching the screens, there is some sort of an issue, but that's okay. Okay, so global damages, if you look at it, $10 billion के global damages हुए हैं. Understand the gravity of the situation of all these cyber attacks, right? So I'm just looking at the time check. It's 11:44. Okay. Now, ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is used by cyber practitioner to find vulnerabilities before an attack is able to exploit them. ये भी एक बहुत ही important topic है. यहाँ पे before the cyber attackers are able to attack, whenever any kind of institution, whether it is UPS or any kind of financial institution, they set up their entire software system. They will call this ethical hacker and they will say, okay, भैया hack करके दिखाओ कि कहाँ vulnerability है. So this is a very interesting thing. We have a lot of ethical hackers in our college as well, right? और उसके model है, like you can have this 7-step model which is called cyber kill chain model. 7 steps here, like how to weaponize, how to deliver the malware, how to exploit the vulnerability, how to install, how to get the control and all that kind of thing. So, right now, malware analysis. This is another topic, right?
Sir,
Malware. Go ahead, please, ma'am.
Sir, the slide is again blur.
Okay. Rajesh, is it blurred for you as well? Rajesh?
Yes, yes. So,
Okay, I don't know why it is happening, but let's see. Now?
yeah, it's better.
Okay, this is something which is happening, but let's see if I can fix this on live. Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for interjecting. Let's see. Abhi bhi blurred hai, ma'am?
No,
Yeah,
sir,
it's
it's fine
fantastic.
now.
Okay, ठीक है. Ransomware के बारे में 2 मिनट के लिए बात करते हैं, then I'll take a poll because we are at 11:46, right? So there are a lot of topics to be covered, right? In 2017, there was a breach by this ransomware called WannaCry. ये ransomware के बारे में भी cyber security में सिखाते हैं, right? What this software did is that it was a typical phishing kind of thing. किसी को link भेज दिए, and they said that okay, यहाँ पे अगर इस link पे click करोगे तो कुछ reward मिलेगा. Now these people, poor guys, they clicked on the link, and all of a sudden this ransomware replicated itself on the network. And what it does is that takes the data, your main files जो तुम्हारे centralized server पे है, उसको hostage करता है. Hostage, how it does? It encrypts all the files, and then it will say, okay, you have to pay the ransom. और अगर ransom अगर pay करते हो तो ही तुमको हम decryption code देंगे, नहीं तो तुम्हारे files उड़ा देंगे. So this was one of the massive attacks in India. A lot of people here, even in Mumbai, they got victim of this attack, right? कम से कम 2-2.5 लाख कंप्यूटर्स इससे ये हुए थे, और इस तरह से वो WannaCry का ransomware दिख रहा था कि ओ तुम्हारे फाइल एनक्रिप्ट हुए हैं, ये बिटकॉइन के थ्रू you pay. If you don't pay, then we are going to delete your this thing, right? So this is about cyber security, and this is the last slide. This source is cyber security ventures, but understand the scope of what exactly is this. I'm going to read this thing clearly. As I said in the poll, $6 trillion के damages होने के chances in 2021. Internet users have grown up exponentially from 6 billion. We are talking about 7.5 billion. The global security spending is going to be 1 trillion. And a business will fall a victim to ransom attack every 14 seconds by 2020. Every 14 seconds, कोई ना कोई business आप देख रहे थे वहाँ पे वो threat में कि every 40 seconds, every 2 seconds there is an attack now. Correct? Now there are, as far as the jobs are concerned, 3.5 billion unfulfilled cybersecurity jobs by 2021, and nearly half of the cyber attacks are committed against small business. This is a source is cybersecurity ventures. I have used a lot of drawings and everything from various sources, and I have given credit wherever the credit is. So this is about cybersecurity. So Rajesh, if you want to add something on this, please.
Thanks for telling everybody about cyber security. Guys, I have a small task for you. It will not take more than 30 seconds. Type ITIL in the chat box. ITIL. ITIL in the chat. Okay, fantastic. Now type ISMS. ISMS. Now ISMS. Fantastic. ISMS. Now type ISO 27001. Type ISO 27001. Very good, very good. So what is this is, if you want to make career in cyber security where you have a huge potential, explore this, Google this, try to do certifications, understand the policies. All over to you, Sunil.
All right. Thank you, Rajesh. So again, I have launched a poll, please, and this poll will help me how to estimate my time. So guys, I will give you another 10 to 12 seconds to understand how much time I can continue with, right? And again, if people, I'm very, very respectful for your time. So if you have to go, you can definitely go, but we'll post all this thing on the website. So it seems that 50% of the people right now, I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So seems like I have 20 to 30 minutes, right? Fair enough. And again, thank you very much for this thing because this actually helps me a lot. Okay. All right. So let me get back to blockchain, and blockchain is going to be really interesting, although people have not given their interest as much, but let's try and see if I can do that. And okay, again, one more time. Let's see if I can launch this. Open. Radhika ma'am, Rajesh, if you see this thing blur, I'm not able to monitor chat box, so you just say it here.
It's looking good.
All right, so let's talk about blockchain. This is a very interesting concept, and again, like there is up and down interest in this thing, but let's try to explore this thing. और इसमें थोड़ा सा मजा आएगा. 10 मिनट लूँगा मैं इनके. All right, so let's go to one of the very, very important concepts before we jump into the technology, right? The distinction between centralized ledger and distributed ledger. सेंट्रलाइज लेजर का क्या मतलब है, राइट? ये हम टेक्नोलॉजी की बात नहीं कर रहे, ये जैसे कॉमन सेंस की बात है, राइट? सेंट्रलाइज लेजर का मतलब ये है कि आप किसी बैंक के साथ काम कर रहे हो, लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में किसी का बोलता है कि भैया मेरा 50,000 है. ओके, ठीक है, 50,000 है. 50,000 कैसा है, कहाँ लिखा है? 50,000 ये लिखा है स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के लेजर में लिखा है कि सुनील यादव के अकाउंट में 50,000 रुपए है. ओके, ठीक है, फेयर ना, ठीक है. नाउ सुनील यादव ने 10,000 रुपए राजेश कुलकर्णी को दिया, करेक्ट? तो अगेन वो सेंट्रलाइज लेजर में स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में लिखा जाएगा कि ओके, इस दिन पे ये 10,000 रुपए सुनील यादव के अकाउंट से डेबिट होके राजेश कुलकर्णी के अकाउंट पे क्रेडिट हुआ. की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है कहाँ? ये इंफॉर्मेशन स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के साथ ही है. Alright, so clear cut यहाँ पे क्या दिक्कत है? One of the things which all this new age software developers, they think that okay, State Bank of India के पास, and I am not talking about only the banking, I am talking about whether it is a government organization or any other organization. तो ये बैंक के पास इतना ज़्यादा power कि अगर समझो today, if at all somebody goes and hacks into the bank computer and what they do is that they change कि 10,000 की जगह 50,000 कर दिया, so how we are going to get that information? Or how we are going to protect that kind of thing, right? So this is one of the key things between the difference between the centralized ledger and a distributor. What is distributed ledger, right? Distributed ledger में आप देखते हो यहाँ पे कि ये information, this entire information is with everybody, all nodes. I mean nodes का topic भी I will introduce the nodes topic of nodes, right? So this is the major difference between a centralized ledger and distributed ledger. Once you understand what this thing is at a business-wise concept, I think then the next topics will be very, very easy, right? So now let's move on to the next one. Okay, now what is a blockchain? let's try to understand this thing, right? I'm going to spend a little bit of time, right? Blockchain, काफी लोगों को लगता है blockchain यानी कि Bitcoin. No, blockchain is not at all a Bitcoin. A Bitcoin is using the technology of blockchain to manage its distributed ledger. So let's try to understand what it is, right? यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही अच्छा डायग्राम बना है, Reuters से मैंने लिया है, right? कि एक रिकॉर्ड एक ब्लॉक है, वो ब्लॉक को तुमने क्या किया है, you put that block into that record has been put into a block. आप देख रहे हो the center का जो blue color का thing है, वहां पे you have put it that record, right? And then ये blocks की एक chain बनाई गई, right? So this is everything to do with the blockchain, right? Now let's take go to the next slide and let's try to understand this kind of this concept in a little bit more depth. Okay, so how these blocks are tied by a chain. Radhika ma'am, you can see this thing, there is no blur, right? Rajesh, no, I cannot hear you, ma'am. Ma'am, I think that your net connectivity is an issue. Who is seeing this?
Yes, I said the slides are still blurred. Yes, sir.
All right, let's see this. Okay, this is not.
The slides are blurred, sir.
Okay,
Now it's coming fine. It is looking good.
राधिका मैम का कुछ ये हुआ, ठीक है? अभी दिख रहा है क्या कुछ?
Perfect है, perfect है.
All right. Radhika ma'am, you can go on mute. I think that there is internet connectivity issue on your side. Okay, so
the audience are also sending the same feedback in the chat box. Na?
अभी दिख रहा है क्या? अभी
Yeah, it's looking fine. Your voice is fine. There is an issue with Radhika madam's connectivity.
Okay.
So let her mute.
Okay, ठीक है. All right. So let's see. So again, apology for this
Yes,
last minute thing. Okay, अभी दिख रहा है ना ढंग से? I hope.
Yes, perfectly visible. Perfectly visible.
Okay, right. Okay, अभी दिख रहा है?
Visible. दिख रहा है, visible.
Okay. So let's go through this, how these blocks of data are connected amongst each other, right? So block 1 is connected to block 2, block 2 is connected to block 3, and block 3 is connected to block n. And यहाँ पे copyright मैंने दिए हैं. This I got it from one of the websites, so you can see the credits here, right? तो एक block में क्या data है हम देखते हैं, right? एक block में say for example Sam ने Peter को 200 Bitcoin भेजे हैं, so that is an example, right? But how these blocks are connected, that is really an interesting thing, and this is very important because when we talk about distributed ledger, one of the key things which happens is that कि how we check the validity कि ये block का data किसी ने बदला नहीं है. That is one of the key concerns, right? So Rajesh, you are seeing the slideshow or you are seeing PowerPoint?
I am seeing the slide.
Okay, good. Okay, now you are seeing the next slide.
It is blur, but still you can work on it. Not an issue. It's blur.
I'm really surprised that something is, I think, on my side. I don't know.
I think you should close if any videos or some other.
Yes, I'll do that, please. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's give away this technical issues are coming up. So stopping sharing. Just 1 second, please. Apology for the delay, but just we want to make sure that you get the best out of this. So let's do this. Videos. Right, so let's see. Let's try this one more time. All right. Sorry again, guys. This should work, hopefully. And I'm going to do this. All right. Rajesh,
Now it is
good?
clear, visible, sound is fine. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh. अभी भी ठीक है ना?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. I think that there was some other processes which are going in the background. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक बहुत important concept है which is called hashing. Hashing का मतलब ये है कि you create some sort of a hash or some sort of a secret number. और उसके लिए कुछ algorithm से, let's not go into that algorithm which is called SHA-256 algorithm, right? तो हाउ दिस ब्लॉक्स आर कनेक्टेड, राइट? तो ये ब्लॉक का, यहाँ पे ब्लॉक 1 का आप देख रहे हो कि उसका हैश यानी कि देयर इज एन एल्गोरिथम व्हिच क्रिएट्स अ 256 कैरेक्टर gibberish word, right? तो इसका हैश है say for example 2zb1 blah 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 something like that, right? And then block 2 का हैश है 7b2z और now previous hash और ये block 2 में previous hash आप देख रहे हो 2zb1 and that is connected to 7b2z. तो इस तरह से एक के like block 1 का हैश end hash, block 2 का starting hash, block 2 का end hash, block 3 का starting hash, इस तरह से these blocks are connected to each other, right? एक hash का example आप देख रहे हो और every hash is like a fingerprint. या hash का आप नीचे example भी देख रहे हो, right? Let's move on to the next slide. Now, इसमें अगर समझो say for example, think about it. If somebody goes and tries to manipulate block 2, block 2 में अगर कुछ भी आप manipulation आपने करने की कोशिश की, तो it is going to change its hash. उसका अगर हैश चेंज हुआ तो ब्लॉकचेन टूट जाती है और एवरीबॉडी सेज दैट वेट अ मिनट, दिस डेटा हैज बीन टैम्पर्ड विद, किसी न किसी ने इस डेटा को टैम्पर किया है, एंड सिंस इट इज ऑन अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नोड्स, सो दे आर गोइंग टू पोल, लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल ये ब्लॉकचेन, ये पूरी की पूरी ब्लॉकचेन, इट इज डिप्लॉयड ऑन 100 कंप्यूटर्स. हमारे ब्लॉकचेन का कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क समझो से फॉर एग्जांपल 100 कंप्यूटर्स है. तो ये दिस कंसेप्ट इज आल्सो वर्क्स विद टेक्नोलॉजी लाइक नैपस्टर या टोरेंट. आपने देखा होगा नैपस्टर या टोरेंट में, तो यहाँ पे जो फाइल शेयरिंग का रहता है उसी तरह से, बट इट इज लिटिल बिट मोर एडवांस. What happens? Every computer, every node is polling other nodes. It is trying to figure out कि भैया am I valid? Do I have a valid blockchain or not? Right? And then if you say that you are out, तुम्हारा ब्लॉकचेन में किसी ने मैनिपुलेट करने की कोशिश की, तो वो ब्लॉकचेन को ओवरराइट किया जाता है दूसरे ब्लॉक से. So अगर किसी हैकर को अगर हैक करना है तो उसको एक जगह, जैसे स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में मैंने बोला कि उसको एक ही कंप्यूटर और एक ही नेटवर्क को हैक करना है, जहां की मेरा 50,000 का 50 लाख कर देगा बैलेंस, राइट? या उल्टा वाइस वर्सा, 50,000 का 0. बट यहाँ पे अगर करना है तो तुम्हारे को 50% कंप्यूटर इन द नोड्स को हैक करना पड़ेगा, विच इज ह्यूमनली इम्पॉसिबल आज की तारीख में. एंड दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लेजर की जो सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द टैम्परिंग ऑफ एनी काइंड ऑफ डेटा बिकम्स एब्सोल्युटली डिफिकल्ट, right? So I hope that you understand this thing, right? And then if we have time, we'll also do a little bit of an example. Now यहाँ पे एक बहुत important चीज ये है कि every 10 minutes there is a block which gets added, especially if you see the Bitcoin analogy. तो उसमें देखोगे तुम कि वहाँ पे हर 10-10 मिनट पे एक ब्लॉक ऐड हो रहा है. वो ब्लॉक क्या है? Block is all the transaction which happened within that 10 minutes. अच्छा, अभी ये ब्लॉक ऐड करना है. How will you add the block? The only way you can add the block is by calculating the hash of block number 3. यहाँ पे अगर देख रहे हो कि 4 लोग हैं नेटवर्क पे, एक चौथा नंबर का ब्लॉक आ गया है, तो चौथे नंबर के ब्लॉक को डालना है चेन में. तो चेन में डालना है तो कैसा डालना पड़ेगा? वो 3 का हैश कैलकुलेट करके 4 का हैश कैलकुलेट करना है, राइट? वी नीड टू गेस कि इसका प्रीवियस हैश और नेक्स्ट हैश क्या है. तो ये जो चीज होती है जोड़ने की, दिस इज समथिंग विच वी कॉल्ड माइनिंग. जो आपने बिटकॉइन के एनालॉजी में आपने काफी देखा होगा कि अरे माइन करे. व्हाट आर दे डूइंग? माइनिंग इज नथिंग बट दे आर ट्राइंग टू कैलकुलेट दिस हैश, और इट इज कॉल्ड अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड पजल. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू लुक एट द टाइम, इट्स 12:02. मैं एक 3 मिनट लूंगा बिकॉज आई थिंक दैट दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड, एंड इसमें मैं आई विल शो यू अ वेबसाइट वेयरइन आई वांट टू शो हाउ दिस थिंग वर्क्स इन रियल टाइम. बहुत मजा आएगा. सो जस्ट गिव मी 1 second. आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप दिस शेयर and I'm going to share a different screen if I can. Let me see. PowerPoint ready nahi. Blockchain demo. Let's see this. ये सबको दिख रहा है? राजेश, कैन यू हेल्प मी प्लीज?
यस.
हाँ, कैन यू सी दिस?
यस.
ओके, ठीक है. तो ये ब्लॉकचेन डेमो हम देखेंगे. इसमें एक देखो, ब्लॉक नंबर 1 है, ब्लॉक नंबर 2 है. नाउ यू कैन सी ब्लॉक नंबर 3, ब्लॉक नंबर 4, ब्लॉक नंबर 5. सो हमारे ये डेमो में देयर आर 5 ब्लॉक्स. ओके, तो यहाँ पे अगर देखते हो कि ब्लॉक 1 का एक nonce है. Nonce is a very interesting concept. That is the thing which needs to be calculated, or you will see what happens, right? So यहाँ पे data है, यहाँ पे data जो भी है, whatever it is. Now this, if you see clearly, कि यहाँ का previous hash 00 है, इस ये block का hash ये है, whatever this number, random number, I don't know whether you can see this thing, जहाँ पे hash लिखा है previous के नीचे, और ये hash इधर previous में, if you see that this hash and this hash is exactly same, so I will try and annotate this thing, right? So ये और ये hash, they are same. Can you see this? और ये hash is same. और ये जो hash है, this hash is calculated from this block. Are you getting the point? Okay. Rajesh, can you see the annotations, please?
Yes.
Okay. Now, अगर ये block पे सब blank है, अगर मैं यहाँ पे कुछ भी type करता हूँ, right? अगर मैं बोलता हूँ Alice या Bob, look at this. What happened? What happened here? All this thing turned red because वो बोलता है कि wait a minute, ये जो block है, ये block और ये block तो ठीक है, but ये block और ये block पे कुछ तो लफड़ा हुआ है. So basically तुम्हारा hash जो था वो hash बदल गया है, तो इसको फिर हमको mine करना पड़ेगा. अभी mine में क्या होगा देखते हैं. Let's see, right? So I click on mine. So it is calculating this hash. और वो nonce की तरफ देखो 2 मिनट के लिए, तो nonce जो था 35230 है. Now when you do this mining, and hopefully that's the reason why mining is very very expensive, because computer उसके process पे it is calculating कि ये मेरे को hash का recalculations करना है, and hopefully it will come back sooner than later. But that's the reason why they say that whenever Bitcoin mining के लिए इतना ज़्यादा computer processing power लगता है. So it's still going on. Hopefully we'll give it another 30 seconds. Okay. We'll wait here, and all right, I think that there is a lot of issues on all the computer, but at the end of the day, what it is, aa gaya, theek hai. So let's see what happened here. So it calculated its hash, and then yahan hash aur iska hash ye gadbad hai. So you need to now mine all the blocks, and I'm not going to do it. But यहाँ पे अगर nonce देखते हो तो 12397 हुआ है. That nonce has been calculated to make sure that the hashes match. And this nonce calculation, because this hash gets calculated by all the data here, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो 225277. ये this number needs to be calculated, and that's the reason. That is how people are going to get money, because यहाँ पे जब तुम mine करोगे तो you are using your computing power. So Bitcoin के analogy में आज की तारीख में I am going to tell this thing last. एक Bitcoin आज के इसमें we talk about it is about 6.8 lakhs और 21 million Bitcoins है. और एक block को mine करने के लिए आज के तारीख में in today's world you just get 6.25 Bitcoins, right? So mining of Bitcoin has becoming really expensive, because now in Arizona and all those places there is done like a server farm से जहाँ के ये calculations continuously calculations कर रहे हैं. Okay, so now I'm going to show you कि ये distributed ledger online किस तरह से दिखता है, right? So just one second, if I can launch this. Okay, now ये blockchain.com पे, again I think that I need to clear my annotations, so just bear with me. So I will say undo. Okay, आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे कि यहाँ पे ये transactions, every time these transactions आ रहे हैं and this mining is happening, and there is no way in hell API को भी नहीं पता चलेगा कि ये transactions कहाँ से आ रहे हैं. So this is the beauty of this thing. So ये अगर transaction पे भी अगर मैं click करता हूँ, let's see what happens here. So look at this. This is real time by the way. हाँ, यहाँ पे so ये details है, ये hash है, unconfirmed. Nobody knows ये कहाँ से है. कितनी value थी? 60.9 की थी. But all these things is gibberish. But the computer is going to understand कि what exactly is input क्या है, output क्या है, who has done what. So this is the beauty of the Bitcoin, right? So now I guess we are towards the last section, and Rajesh, I am going to hand it over to you to talk about the uses of blockchain. So I'm going to launch my PowerPoint presentation one more time.
Okay.
Right. Go ahead, Rajesh, please.
Thank you, Sunil. Again, blockchain, that was awesome presentation regarding blockchain. As usual, I'll request the participants to chat. As time is very less, I'll be very fast. First, type cryptocurrency. Type cryptocurrency. Okay. Please type cryptocurrency. Okay. Next, type cross-border payments. Cross-border payments. Cross-border payments. Fantastic. Cross-border payments. Last one, type anti-money laundering. Anti-money laundering. Okay, these are the applications of blockchain if you want from the real world. Last word you type eraswap.life. Eraswap.life. Okay, dot is dot, eraswap.life. You can get few case studies related to blockchain. Okay, thanks. You can stop now. So that was, I already gave you a few of the examples, real world applications of blockchain, but still what is visible here is your digital IDs, wallets, then you have Bitcoins, you have something called as virtual currency, you have something called as digital currency. You pretty well know the meaning of that. So applications are everywhere, be it healthcare, law enforcement, banking, and so on. So I think we should proceed further. Okay, coming to the next, Internet of Things. Guys, remember the objective of today's session. I'll be very, very fast. I'll not take more than 6, 7, 8 minutes. And whenever Sunil tells me to stop, I'll stop. So that's why I'll be speeding up very fastly. So remember the objective of today's session. The objective of today's session is you will be passing on your knowledge, your KT, to parents, to students, to teachers, whoever wants to opt for the upcoming courses in computer science and engineering, be it machine learning, artificial intelligence, data sciences, IoT, blockchain, cyber security. So hopefully this session of today's through Sunil make you understand the subtle difference between ML, AI, DS, IoT, blockchain, and so on. So for me, what is the differences? If I take machine learning, I take machine learning as statistics, lot of statistics, lot of learning algorithms, whether it is supervised, unsupervised, reinforced learning, deep learning. If I take data sciences, I'll be taking everything above which I mentioned, plus statistics, plus probability, plus linear algebra, plus a lot of Python libraries, data preprocessing, lot of learning algorithms. Okay, so coming to my part, Sunil has given me the task of just sharing few of the slides, which will let us understand what are the various applications of Internet of Things, or what are the various projects in the current COVID scenario going on. This is what is Internet of Things. You'll be seeing what? You'll be seeing a smartphone here. You are seeing wearable technology. You're seeing a lot of analytics. You're seeing a lot of devices, home appliances, be it fridge or anything. You're seeing in-flight services. Shall we go further? Okay. This is the schematic of your IoT. I'll take a bit here. You see a lot of sensors which will be used in IoT project. You'll see a lot of sensors which will be used in IoT project. Embedded C programming will be used. For web interface, softwares like Python, Node-RED, Java programming can be used. You have protocols, MQTT and HTTP protocols, and you have a lot of boards. For example, here you're seeing a board by name Raspberry Pi. You may be having Arduino board. You see a lot of processors also from different vendors. Okay, so just again, I'll take again help from the audience. Please type in the chat window. Okay, whatever I say, please type in the chat window. First one is PIR. PIR. Okay, PIR is a sensor. Okay, and PIR is a passive infrared sensor used in security alarms, such kind of things. Let us go for next one. Pressure sensor. Type pressure sensor. Okay, so it will be used for calculating the pressure of gases. Type proximity sensor. Type proximity sensor. Okay, proximity sensor. Okay, proximity sensor will be used for identifying the nearby objects. Type LDR. Type LDR. Light dependent resistor. Light dependent resistor. This sensor is used for sun tracking. Then I'll be mentioning many of the sensors, no need of typing. You may be having moisture sensor, temperature sensor, rainwater sensors, accelerometers for hand gestures, motion sensors, ultrasonic sensors for distance. Many smart blind sticks will be using these kind of sensors. You have light sensor, smoke sensor, speed sensor, sound sensor, pressure sensor, IR sensors. Hope you all know that IR sensors are used in surgeries, infrared sensors. You have level sensors for hydraulics and so many sensors. So basically your IoT projects will be requiring these different kinds of sensors. They'll be interfaced through these interfaces like UART. With the boards like Raspberry Pi, there will be dashboards like UBI dots. There will be this embedded C programming. Then you have Python and Java programming. We can go ahead, Sunil. Can you please help me? Yeah, as you see here, you have the devices and you have the various kinds of sensors, which I mentioned here. For example, humidity sensor is there, light proximity sensor is there. For positioning, I need not tell you, young guys, GPS and NFCs, and these are the different sensors. Let us go ahead. Next slide, Sunil, please. Okay. Looking at the current COVID scenario, what may be the possible IoT projects? These are a few of the projects which are mentioned in the literature, like we can monitor traffic flow at railway stations and bus stations. We can monitor isolation wards and quarantine facilities using IoT. We can make use of these sensors like temperature sensor, gas sensor, air quality sensor. We can make use of wearable devices like smartwatches to monitor body temperatures, location learning. We can monitor social distancing also with the help of a buzzer and an LED. We can have touchless sanitizing systems. So the current COVID scenario demands these kind of applications. Let us go for the next slide. So are you able to see this? This is a project, small IoT project consisting of social distancing alert system. By the way, I extracted these slides from xtranssolutions.com. So what are the components required? You require Arduino Uno board. You need an ultrasonic sensor. You need a PIR sensor and you need a buzzer. Go for the next. You have a touchless doorbell. So again, the components are the board, Uno board, IR sensor, relay, buzzer, and optional is PIR sensor. Next, Sunil. Okay, what you're seeing is a proximity sensor usage here. Seeing the on-off button, you need not press the button on and off. You have to just go take your hand nearer that and you can operate the on-off buttons using the proximity sensor. Next. We all like cricket, right? So now you have smart balls and you see here ball is open and inside there's a chip. So this will be collecting a lot of data and it will be giving various analytics regarding the things happening in the ground. Next. We all see this, right? Fridge, okay? Assume this is again taken from Samsung's. This is a intelligent or smart fridge, you can say. Let us say, looking at the things available in the fridge, on the panel, you may be able to see, okay, you can prepare a recipe depending on available things in the fridge, and this is the recipe for that. Or it may tell us, the fridge may tell us that boss, paneer khatam ho gaya, ab jaake kharid ke leke aao. This kind of intelligent or smart fridge may happen. So, but it is a mix of, again, not just IoT, you are using a lot of AI, ML and data sciences. Go for the next, Sunil. Okay, I am sleeping, I am taking coffee, I am brushing my teeth. So these are all my course which I do in the morning, hopefully, or in the night. So you'll be using a lot of sensors which will be logging your sleep patterns and related data, which will be logging your coffee consumption. While you are brushing, it will be logging your oral health data also, like what is the brushing pattern, cavities, chandीचा दात लावायचा की नाही, and so on. So while you are brushing, your mirror may be a smart mirror, and depending on your browsing patterns, आप कोई मोबाइल पे कुछ ब्राउज कर रहे हैं तो वो सारी चीजें यहाँ पे आ सकते हो. कोई हो सकता है कोई नेटफ्लिक्स कोई वेब सीरीज यहाँ पे दिखे. Next, sir. I like this and we like this because Sunil does this a lot using this, our Ignition Incubation Center. One of the company which is incubated, it is doing this. So farming data, what you're able to see here is a lot of cows are there, and these cows are having sensors attached to them and which will be giving a lot of live data related to their health, related to their feeding and everything. So farming data also, the data may be stored on cloud, and you can do some optimization related to farming activities. Go for the next one. Sunil, can you check? Yeah. You're able to see here in the form a smart tractor, is it not? Which will be used for optimization and cost reduction. Next. Sunil, next. Okay. So basically, if you look at the chain of the topics which Sunil referred, whether it is what do I say, security, cyber security, or blockchains, or AI, or ML, or IoT, you see a mix of all that. There is a subtle difference, but the things are blurred. Like here, you're seeing like iris, face recognition, fingerprints, patterns, passwords, pins. You all use this in your mobiles and in many of the devices, is it not? A lot of authentication, authorization, and accounting through secure OTA, is it not? Sunil had mentioned regarding what is public key and private key and how the cryptography happens. So secure boot, secure OS, and I had mentioned few of the policies during the chat, is it not? So this is your future, the connected life through continuous authentication. These are few of the future projects or future possibilities mentioned by companies like Samsung. Sunil. Yeah. These are the protocols for IoT connectivity. I'll not go into depth, but I'll just mention because you know it. If the distance is around 10 meters, you'll be using RFID. 100 meters, you'll be using Bluetooth or Zigbee. 1000 meters, Wi-Fi. 10 kilometers, WiMAX or Zigbee. 100 kilometers, you have LTE, LoRa, or Sigfox. Yeah, I think that's it from my side. Sunil? We'll take the questions.
Yeah, so again, I think we are at 12:21, and let's start getting some of the questions, right? So let me try and can you look at the chat bot? I think instead of we can manage it properly.
Yeah.
So look at the questions and see if you can get the questions, please.
Sunil, I am seeing a question here. Should I answer?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah.
So we'll do 5 minutes of question answer session, and then I will share the slide because all the important information is there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I'll take the first question. I'll read out the question. Cyber security related question. What is the difference between threat, risk, and vulnerability? I'll tell the literal meaning of this in English, and hopefully you will connect with that. Okay. So vulnerability means weakness. Vulnerability means gap, security gap. There is a security gap, there is a security weakness. Threat is the one which is going to exploit that weakness or gap. And what is risk? Risk indicates the potential loss in time, potential loss in dollars for that threat. Hopefully I could answer threat, risk, and vulnerability. And again, Sunil may add up when he takes up, but I'll go for the second question mentioned in the chat. What is virtual currency? Okay. We all know the term cryptocurrency. We all know the term Bitcoin. We all know the term virtual currency. We all know the term digital currency also. Okay. There is a small difference. Virtual currency is not regulated, while digital currency is regulated. Digital currency is regulated means digital currency is authorized by the banks, and virtual currency may not be authorized by the banks. It means it is within the community. It is within the community, and there is a lot of fluctuation in the virtual currency market because it runs with the market sentiment. It runs with the market sentiment. There is a last question. Professor Dr. Vishal Chauhan has asked me. By the way, previous question was from Ishan Dwivedi. The last question is, okay, what are the opportunities in private and government sector to deal with deep web? Okay, I'll try to understand this. I'll try to understand this in the fashion that there is something called as web. Web is internet, and there is something called as deep web. Deep web may be on the internet, whatever crawling I'll doing, whatever search I'll be doing in the deep web, it indicates whatever is accessible, but protected. Whatever is accessible, but protected, that may be deep web. And dark web is not accessible. And there are a lot of opportunities. Hopefully I could answer.
All right. Let me get to the last question, because I think that, thank you. First of all, it's 12:24. We ran over by at least 10 to 20 minutes, but thank you very much. And the questions are really interesting. Last question I would like to take is, so what are some of the opportunities of IoT in healthcare sector? Understand the word Internet of Things. What does it mean? Right? Rajesh has explained fantastically, but everything on internet. And this actually causes opens up a lot of tons and tons of area, right? One of the key areas, especially in healthcare, wherein you want to do any kind of surgery, robotic surgery, right? A lot of times in the third world country, we will see that the surgeon is sitting in USA and he's doing some sort of a surgery here. How is he going to do it? With the help of all the things on the net, right? So whether it is a robot which is operating or cutting or doing any kind of thing, whether it is image processing and everything. So there is a tremendous amount of application, especially in the healthcare industry. And I think healthcare industry will be one of the first one to take it to the next level. So that was in short the answer. And again, we are at 12:25. Last slide, I want to tell you that the feedback link is here. You can definitely ask questions. If you have any follow-up questions, at webinar@rgcms.edu.in, and material will be shared on this link. The links have been shared on the chat box, right? So Radhika ma'am, to you. So we are at 12:25. Hopefully we should conclude by 12:30. Radhika ma'am, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rajesh, sir. Thank you, Sunil, sir. Okay, apologies for technical issues, but again, uncontrollable. With all resources available, I think we have done quite well. If you have missed anything or you wish to refer to the material again, kindly visit SIGC's website, link shared on the slide. On behalf of SIGC and RGCMS, I would like to extend vote of thanks. Success of a webinar is entirely dependent on the audience. You all have been doing great by being interactive and asking too many questions. I would like to express our profound gratitude to our Managing Trustee, Mr. Sunil Jadhav, and Director, Mr. Rajesh Kulkarni, for their valuable insights. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to our staff members who have made this webinar a grand success. On this note, we would like to sign off, promising an engaging webinar soon. Don't forget to fill the feedback form. Again, the link is provided in the slide. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.